Hello. Hi. Thank you for waiting. It's good to see you all on this Monday night. So I have been looking at some of your comments. Thank you, Elsie. First on tonight, Elsie. Nice work. Nice work. My beautiful friend, Jody, hello. Reading Love and Light, Cheryl, hello. Now, I'm not skipping anyone. I'm just sort of looking through to see who I need to come to. Frankie Holt, I'm interested in yourself. So Frankie, now I am going to just start my music, but I don't know where my phone is. It's actually out in the kitchen. Bear with me 1 second. I'm just going to run and grab my phone. Frankie, I'm going to come to you first. Just going to put my phone on because I like to have some music in the background. Otherwise, it's very quiet. It's a little unusual for me to have no music in the background. So, Frankie. Now, Frankie, let me know. This is Frankie Holt. Let me know if there's anything in particular that you need tonight from me. Linda Gold. What a fabulous name, Linda. Linda Gold. I'm popping you on my list, Linda. Again, let me know if there's anything specific. New job, will it be the right path to go? Carrie Burgess, just putting you on my list. Now, I am cross-posting over to my page as well. So we've got Deborah Anderson on my page, Jules CJ, guidance on work and relationships, feeling a bit low and lost. Jules, you're not alone at the moment. It's pretty heavy energy. We're getting ready to do a bit of welcoming the new, I think. New job, right path. Carrie, I've got you on my list. Right path. So I've got Linda Gold, Frankie Holt. So let me know if there is anything, if you want something in particular. I do all different things. I do past lives, love, relationships, health, all that sort of stuff. So if there's anything special, beautiful. Leanne, hello, Natalie. True love, Natalie. That's good timing. Natalie, you're on my list. Now, I do have a note in my post about kids cards. So I do have the kids cards. True love. So if you've got kids watching, then let me know, and I can definitely put you in touch with those little cards. Miranda, happy to do mediumship. Just let me know who you'd like to connect with. So just saves us a bit of time because we do have quite a tight schedule that we run here. We have about an hour, but I always go overtime because I'm a shocker. Regards to Angela, who's in an induced coma. Could I have a reading from one of my grandmothers in regards to Angela, who's in an induced coma waiting on a lung transplant? Is she with them? Angela Simone. Your name's Angela as well. I'm just confused about the Angela reference, lovely. But if I assume that Angela is somebody else, grandmother and Angela's in a coma. So I will have a look at that, Angela in a coma, and see what I need to know there. So I've popped you on my list under mediumship, and I'll see what we get there. So Angela Simone, sorry, I was looking at Amanda down below. Angela Simone, you're on my list. Frankie, hello. Hi, Danny. Yes, I'll do my best. I did read for you last week and I do like to spread it out a little bit. But Danny, definitely I'll do my best. Cat, Hashimoto's. I don't know a lot about Hashimoto's, Cat, but I'll have a feel into your energy and see what I'm feeling and what spirit can give me on that. So I'll ask the question and see what's going on there, and if it relates, fantastic. Melanie, I won't do past lives in this forum because we do need longer than 3 or 4 minutes that I spent with each person, so it would be good to connect one-on-one for sure if you want to do that, but more than happy to have a look at that. Miranda Wilburn, Grandma Ruby, beautiful. Miranda, I've just put you on my list under mediumship, so we'll have a little chat to Grandma Ruby. What a beautiful name. Grandma Ruby. Yeah, it just saves a little bit of time in this forum because it takes a bit of time to connect, and if we're sort of seeking out who is out there, it can take a little bit of time to get there. Okay, Mattel Ryan, looking at health. Let me just put Mattel down as well. Ryan, anything around health, energy levels, deceased husband. Oh gosh, okay, Mattel, you've got a deceased husband. Mattel, I'm going to put you in the mediumship section here. And I'll see deceased husband if we can get some insight into health yet. So I'll have a chat to your deceased husband and we'll look at health. Get some insight into that for you. All right, let's get into it. I've been talking for long enough, so I am going to jump in and start some readings. Megan, hello. Health, Megan Shortis, or Megan, either or. Just going to pop you down on my list here. And Megan's just after sort of a health kind of idea of what's going on there. So I'm putting you down as well. Now I'm going to start the readings because otherwise I'll sit here and chat all night. Now I don't normally have these, but I grabbed them. So I feel like maybe someone needs those. Activation cards. They can be around sort of life purpose. They are a little higher vibrational. So I don't generally use them in this forum. However, I grabbed them for some reason. So maybe there's someone out there who's listening to this and is like, yes, I need those activation cards. But I do tend to use them when I've got spirit guides and things like that coming through. Now, I haven't had that on a live show happen, but, you know, it could happen. I could have spirit guides coming through for sure. Can't rule that out. Now, Frankie Holt, I'm just coming to you to start with, and I'm looking at my page as well. Sarah Louise, geometry. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, Sarah, I reckon I could do that with you. I'm going to use those for you, Sarah Louise. Sacred geometry. I feel like that will be a good fit for you, huh? Sacred geometry. So I've just written those down. Let me know as well if you've got kids or anything like that watching, and we can maybe get to some kid cards. Now, let's get into it. Frankie Holt. I'm just going to do general. I've just got my goddess guidance. I do have my eyes closed, folks. So if you want to get my attention, maybe wait a little bit and then post your comments and concerns when I open my eyes again, because I just won't be able to see. But Sarah Louise, I will do those sacred geometry ones. I feel like you will be good with those ones. Frankie Holt, just coming to you first up tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for connecting and watching this video. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. If you do want to connect with me one-on-one, there is a link in my post here, and you can click book now and check my availability. Definitely like my page too, because we do have some group Facebook live readings that we do from time to time, and I will be posting about the next date for that on my page. So that'll be really cool. It gives you an opportunity to connect with someone and get a reading. Frankie Holt, just going to come to you first, huh? Frankie, there's a lot of spirit energy around you. As I connect, I've got a lot of vibrations all over my skin, and that shows me spirit energy. So that means passed over loved ones, you know, wanting to connect, but lots of spirit energy around you. So I'm just going to check in with you and see what I need to know with you. Frankie, what I want to say is time poor. Most of us would relate to this, but specifically for you, time poor. It's like, how do I find more hours in the day? How do I find more hours in the day? Time for is what I want to say. Now I'm going to draw some cards, and there's definitely spirit energy around you, huh? I do feel like it's snowed under. It feels a bit overwhelming. What I almost want to say to you is like write out a list of things, like a to-do list or something, and maybe try and get it on top of it. That way it's almost like having a massive pile of ironing and you're just like, I'm never going to get to the bottom of this. It feels like a lot, snowed under. Good confirmation, Frankie. Good confirmation. Start delegating. Yeah, doing too much for yourself. That's good confirmation of that. Yeah, Spirit's amazing. Take risks. Bold. That can be standing up for yourself, pushing ahead if it's a project or like a life purpose type, you know, heart's desire type thing. So it can be that, you know, but the cat is very bold. It's also a leader. It's a bit of a leader for me. Fairness in the present, that can relate to the Lady of Justice, things working out fine, even though sometimes I don't feel like it's for the best and highest good. It is. So fairness in the present, things working out exactly as they should, and sensitivity, White Tara. So you've got White Tara and Green Tara, both of the Taras. So delegation or looking after yourself a bit more, acknowledging that I can't go out, be the, you know, life of the party all the time. Sometimes I got to go and rest. And that's what that one is about as well. Just acknowledging that in yourself. We need to have some downtime, but fairness and justice in the present. Let me just get a bit of insight into that, Frankie, for you. I just want to see what that one's about in particular. Yep. What this actually feels like, Frankie, and hopefully this is heading down the right track, it's it feels like kind of missing out on something. So whether that's like a promotion or being overlooked for a project, you know, something like that, it does feel like being overlooked, but I feel like it's for the best, because what I'm feeling with you is quite time poor. I feel like you've got enough on your plate, and we do need to start delegating, which is what Green Tower is, but asking others to help us, you know, ask for some help, be receptive, and I feel like things are going to shift. for you in the present. Bold, sticking up for yourself. That can be assertive as well, needs and wants. But definitely the delegation. Frankie, you can't do everything on your own. Now, hopefully that made sense. Linda, where is Linda? Where is Linda? Linda, let me know if there's anything specific. I didn't see anything come up. So yeah, if there's anything specific, please let me know. And if you're just logging on, let me know where you're from. I'd love to see. Hi, Denise. Gosh, I haven't seen you for ages. Denise, yes. Sacred Geometry, yes. I don't bring them along much, so it's fabulous. Denise is watching from my page, Michelle R. Price, the Lightworker. So if you want to jump on and like my page, more than welcome. We do group live readings and things on there, as I said. I'm also a healer, so I do readings. I'm a medium. I connect past over loved ones, and I'm also a healer. So I do sort of feel around health a little bit in my connections. So Linda, hello everyone who's watching on my page. It's Monday. Now, Linda, just going to come to you. Thank you, Frankie. I hope that made sense for you, hon. And Linda is up now. All right, and I will jump back in and just check in with everyone who's posting. I do close my eyes a lot because I'm clairvoyant. Beverly, hello. Home front, please. Home front, Beverly. Just popped you on my list. What's happening with the home? This is actually a good deck for that, Beverly. Home, what's happening with that? So I'll probably use the same deck. Linda, just going to come to you. These are goddess guidance. So guys, if you are posting, just hang on one sec because I'm just going to shut my eyes and just do Linda quickly. And then I'll see who else is logging on here and has any questions or concerns for me. Linda, just going to come to you for a sec. Linda, you're quite contemplative. Face down. I like them to be face up. Goes back in the deck. Linda, quite contemplative, quite reflective in your energy. So it feels like really thinking things through. Contemplative is what I want to say. Linda, same thing with you as what I just said earlier, is about kind of, I feel like I want to write things down and it's getting things sort of clear in my head, what I want to focus on, goals, dreams, visions, that sort of thing. I'm going to draw a couple of cards and see what I'm picking up for you around that, see if we can get some confirmation there. But it does feel quite contemplative in your shoes, almost like going back and sort of reassessing, you know, where have I come from, what have I achieved, you know, that sort of thing. It does feel quite contemplative. Oh, that's funny because Beverly was just asking about that. The home card can relate to someone moving out, someone moving in, us moving. So there could be a move on the cards. This is for Linda Gold. It's amazing timing. Hey, Beverly, I was just talking about that. Focused intention means we're not wavering. So that's what I was sort of saying. I feel quite contemplative, but I feel like putting a list together and then, you know, achieving that, you know, aiming for those goals and pulling them off. So Diana, Goddess Diana, upside down is sacred space. Now this does feel home related because sacred space relates to setting up that special place for you. It's either for me doing yoga, I'm just trying to get the light off there, or, you know, it's a special place for all your crystals, you know, that sort of thing, place where you can reflect. But usually that's around your home. So there is the home. Changing for the better can be the other reference if we're not moving. Change for the better, but sacred space. And they're both home related. So I feel like I want to get set up well in my space. Now, Bridget's don't back down. Focused intention and don't back down. I feel like I don't want anyone to talk me out of doing this. Like it feels like this is important, whatever we're doing. But I don't want anyone to talk me out of doing this. Focused intention and don't back down. So that is you standing up for your beliefs, what you believe is the right thing. So I'm just going to see what the overall message is. It's very clear. It's quite a theme with you. So Linda, I'm just going to see what I need to know overall for you. Linda, pages of the book is what I want to say. So it feels like putting my writings together, putting stuff together. It feels like it could even be a book, pages of a book, but it feels like that. Either I'm writing in a journal, putting something together like that, but it's writing and it's pages of a book. So there could be something published, that sort of thing. But that's what I'm sort of feeling, putting it down there, and I want to proceed with this. It feels like a little project, but I have to have my special space. So that's what sacred space is coming up for me. As you know, sometimes we're more motivated to do it, to do the thing, when we have a special area set aside that's where we write, or that's where we work, or that's where we have dinner. You know, that's where we have dining rooms and lounge rooms, you know, for different purposes. So it feels like that, having a special place in the home set up to do this, you know, to write and that sort of thing. So books are coming up around you and home. as well, changing for the better. Linda, that's you done, love. Hopefully that made sense. Carrie Burgess, new job, right path. Let's have a look around life purpose for Carrie. Thank you everyone for watching and tuning in. I'm not sure where the cover is for that one. Life purpose. Now, I'm just going to have a look and see who's on here. Oh, Danny on the big screen. That's exciting. Samantha Lanthea. Samantha, let me know if there is anything in particular you would like to know, Samantha Lanthea. Otherwise, I'll just put you down for general. Samantha's watching on my page, Michelle R. Price, the Lightworker. If you haven't liked that page already, it might be worth jumping over there and having a look at it. I do have the link in this post. So if you click on the post here, you'll see the link in there, and you'll be able to jump in there and do that. Oh, Cindy. Samantha. Right. Awesome. Ali is a friend of mine. Beautiful. Shawnee. Okay, Shawnee, just putting you over here. Just saw Nana pop up. Shawnee, putting you in the mediumship section, Shawnee. And Nana passed 7 years ago. Beautiful. Shawnee, you're in my mediumship section. I've got a couple of people doing sacred geometry with me at the moment, and also a bit of mediumship. So I'm just going to keep going at the moment, just so I can get through everyone. Otherwise, I always end up missing people, and I don't like to do that. Carrie, new job, right path. Carrie Burgess, just going to come to you. Feel free to keep posting, and I will check in with you guys. Definitely. Oh, Linda, sorry, I missed health and finances, hon. I apologise. I didn't see health and finances there. Look, hopefully the home stuff made sense. But yeah, I didn't see your post, Linda. So let me know. Hopefully the home reference made sense. But yeah, I didn't see your second post. Carrie, new job, right path. Just going to go to Carrie Burgess at the moment. Hello, everyone who is watching. It's so nice to see everyone logging on and all the comments. Carrie Burgess, new job, right path. Just going to have a look at that. And Shawnee, you are on my list, I believe. Did I put you down? Where did I put you? Yes, in the mediumship section. Carrie Burgess, new job, right path. Let's have a look at Carrie's new job, right path. All right, just coming into your energy. Carrie, I feel quite calm here. I do feel quite calm. Just having a little look around, and I'll see what these cards reflect. These are life purpose, but I do feel quite good in your energy. Now, I do feel a little warm. I'm not sure why, but I do feel a little warm as I step into your energy. But also I feel quite in my power, which is good. So Yang Center activated, and I feel like I'm in my power. Feels great. I'll just draw some cards and just confirm that and see what comes out. But I do feel good. I feel quite... yeah, like in the driver's seat. I feel like this is either I've got a position making decisions or doing something like that, but I do feel quite in my power, which is great. Teachings on the bottom of the deck. Family, so that's family involved in life purpose. That can be children, you know, hubby, can be family business, stuff like that. Practice is knowing what you're good at and doing it. So a little around heart, you know, purpose, you know, feeling into your heart, that sort of thing. But practice is using your abilities, you know, natural gifts and things like that, and doing more of it for life purpose, and a bit more study moving forward. Often when I have this owl come up, I tell people in private readings that that often is an ascended master coming through. So there will be a little bit further learning down the track, but teaching. So teaching isn't just in like a school, you know, classroom, it can be, but it can also be in other forms, you know, university, you know, all sorts of things. So it does have different meanings. So teaching on the bottom. Let me just see what the overall message is. We've got the children here too with the family card. So let me just see what the overall message is for Carrie. But I do feel quite in my power with you at the moment. Yep. Carrie, for some reason, I just want to say blue. Blue is generally Archangel Michael for me, but blue is also communication, yeah, communication. So it feels like throat space. So it feels like communicating. I do feel power, but I also feel throat space activated, and that's through communication. So that's a good thing. I do feel like I'm getting my ducks in a row. So ducks in a row means that things are falling into place. Ducks in a row. Yeah. Now, there's also a reference here to won't be long now, and it feels like settling in or something falling into place, something making sense. Won't be long now. It feels like things falling into place for me. Finding my feet, that sort of thing, but won't be long now. It's a reference, Carrie. So I have all good vibes around this, huh? I feel like you're using your natural gifts, but just know there could be some more study involved in this, more learning. Natalie, true love. Natalie, true love. Where am I going to go with Natalie? Oh, you know, Melanie, I must give Melanie a bit of a shout out. These are the romance angels. These are Doreen Virtue. Melanie Hall sent these to me. Which is amazing. One of the ladies who watches my Facebook Lives, and also I have done a few readings for. So I'm thrilled to bits to be able to use these for my love readings now, Natalie. So you're very lucky. Thank you, Melanie. And I did say to Melanie, I'll give you a shout out. She doesn't expect that, but I did want to give her a beautiful shout out because she's a fabulous lady. Hi, Sue. Sue's just logged on. Hi, Tracy. Beautiful lady. Okay, so Natalie, Kat, Mattel. Then I've got some mediumship, guys. So I'm going to do Angela, Miranda, Mattel. Mattel's down there, sorry, crossing out. Shawnee, mediumship as well. Then we've got Megan, I think it is, Sarah Louise, Denise, Beverly, and Samantha. So that's what I've got at the moment. There is more room, though. Oh, Carrie, hopefully that made sense, hon. Yeah. Okay, so Natalie, true love. What's coming for Natalie? These are my beautiful relationship cards. So we're going to have a look at those. Tammy, I'll do my best, hon. I do have quite a few mediumship requests, and it does take a little while to get through. But I will do my best to try and get to you and your beautiful mum. So thank you so much for getting in touch. I will do my best to get to you. Just clearing this deck a little bit. That's what the knocking is. And, oh, Linda, good, huh? Good. I'm so sorry I didn't see your additional message there, my love. Okay, so Angela, where am I up to? Natalie Bibb, true love. What's coming for Natalie? Just going to come into Natalie, I feel like you're so ready for this. This is awesome. I feel quite, I feel quite excited in your energy, to be honest. You got a bit of a buzz about you. I feel like I'm waiting and I'm ready. And oh my God, the goosebumps, the goosebumps. I really like your energy. You've got lovely energy, very bubbly, very bubbly. And I feel like I'm just sort of ready for this now. I feel like you've done the work. I feel like you've done the work. These cards are going to be fabulous. Wow. Wow. Look at that. That one just flew out, landed face up. That's what we look for. Worth waiting for. Okay, that's passed into now. Divine timing at work in your love life. Yes, this is awesome, Natalie. We are in business. We're in business. Let me have a look at what's coming. So we've got present and future to go. Just want to grab these ones out for you. Hun, you got very playful energy. Oh, I've got some spirit in here for you. I've got some spirit energy as well, all around. Unless there's other loved ones coming through. I've got something going on my left at the moment, which is female energy. So lots of love, but I feel like coming for you. I was going to say something then, and it slipped my mind because I got so overwhelmed with the spirit energy coming in, which is love, source. Now, this is in the present, and that's finances and career. So what that says for me, because we're waiting for this love energy to come in, it's about sorting this out. Finances, career. You know, if there's any pessimism around that, you know, things I need to iron out with that. If I'm not doing my true life purpose at the moment, there'll be a little bit of work in the present to happen with that. But we've got divine timing. So it's all happening in perfect timing. Now, moving forward, goosebumps. There's a few warning signs. Now, this could be with what I've been through or in the relationship, that there could be some things to look out for in the dating scene. So probably more so resonating with that. Dating scene, just, you know, looking for signs, intuition, using all of that. You got very fun, playful energy, but I do feel like people could take advantage of you because you're very nice. So just be careful with that. Now, bottom of the deck, is getting to know each other. So we are doing some dating, getting to know different people. So definitely that for me. Now, I just want to look at red flags and see what I need to say specifically, but it does feel like that with the dating scene at the moment. Yep. Yeah, I just want to be on your guard a little bit, but also trusting your intuition and your gut. Truth or lie, you know, don't overanalyze. Just whatever your intuition is telling you, go with that in terms of the people that you're seeing. There just may be some duds, so just be cautious because I do feel like you're very nice and you could get taken advantage of, Natalie. But you are such a delightful human and very playful, and we need to find someone just like that for you. So guys, if you have any other relationship inquiries, these cards are beautiful. Romance Angels, Doreen Virtue. Amazing. Now, I'm going to have a look at Kat. She was asking about health and it's particularly Hashimoto's. Now, I don't have my crystal deck. Hang on. A little bit disorganized tonight. I'm just grabbing the crystal deck that I tend to use for health. So, just going to pop those out on the table. I'm going to use these for Kat. And if you are just logging on, I'm Michelle R. Price, the Lightworker. Feel free to like my page. I do readings on there, static card draws, group live readings, one-on-one. I'm a medium. I'm a mentor. I do help people discover their gifts and develop their gifts as well. I'm a Reiki master, so I teach Reiki on the Sunshine Coast, only locally. So if you need any of those things, please jump on my page and click book now and you can check my availability. I do a beautiful reading healing combo, which is very popular, and that's 1.5 hours. And sometimes we just end up reading for the whole time, you know, if we feel like we need that. Okay, Kat Health, Hashimoto's, but feel free to book on my page if you want to connect one-on-one. Kat Health, Hashimoto's, just going to come into your energy, Kat, and I will spend a little bit of time in your energy just to see what's going on here. Kat, I do have, and I'll just say Kat, I'll just say the first Kat, I do have pain in my elbows. It's kind of a weird feeling. It is sort of my left elbow, and I do tend to mirror, so it could be your right, but something going on in my left elbow at the moment. It's a little bit pins and needly, that landed face down. We're very high in the air though. It is a little pins and needly. It's a kind of an unusual feeling for me, Kat. I also feel like there's something connecting to headspace. So whether that's messages coming down, something like that, but something connecting to headspace for me as well. Could be about, yeah, the wiring or something like that, headspace, and something going on with my elbow. Yep. It does feel centered in that solar plexus for me. Whatever's going on, it does feel centered in solar plexus too. So there's a reference to going ahead and then solar plexus. So it does feel a bit sluggish in solar plexus, gut, stomach, digestive system. Feels quite sluggish for me. I feel a bit off in that area. There's a lot of question marks here, and this is, you know, not necessarily having like a clear direction or something like that. There are question marks for you around this, what's going on. I feel a little bit head spinny in your energy too, Kat. I do feel a bit head spinny like this, like I'm off balance a little bit. So just notice that. I'm just going to draw some cards and see where I'm heading. Heart space feels like it's in need of healing, huh? So heart space, green, you know, malachite, something like that would be really good. Jade is really good, but heart space is in need of healing. I'm not sure that that's directly related to Hashimoto's, but it's just heart space. So a lot of these things, as you know, have emotional connections, and they're telling me heart space in particular for you. Just looking for future. And I want to also just say, you know, to quieten your mind down, to give yourself space. I feel like I want to have space away from kind of the worry. It does feel pretty full on your solar plexus. So just space, yeah, calming the mind down would be really good. Wow, this is good confirmation, my love. Herkimer Diamond is dreams, visions, that's in the past into now. So trusting your dreams, they can give us a massive clue about health, relationships, all sorts of things, but dreams, you're a bit of a dreamer. That's usually an indication of a third eye, a bit of a connection ability there. Now, that's pretty good confirmation, and that is the heart healing card, which is what I was seeing. And it's upside down. So it shows me that there is a bit of work to be done with that. So really have a think about that, because it feels emotional, connected to the Hashimoto's. If it is Hashimoto's, it's emotional because it's in the heart. Clarity moving forward. Now, I talked about the question marks. We are getting some clarity moving forward. So things are starting to make sense, which is good. So it looks like we're going to get some answers. Now, the soul connection crystal here, lovers. So if you're in a relationship at the moment, the lovers crystal is there. That can be sort of a twin flame type one for me. So just think about how that might apply if you're in a relationship. It could be an indication that that person's there at the moment, but I'm more looking around health for you, but I just wanted to show you that because that's there as well. So heart healing, we need to work on that, Kat, and you're doing a really great job. I just need you to hear that. Angela, Simone, grandmother, we're just going to do some mediumships. I'm just going to grab my butterflies, which are here. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Hi, Robert. Winter Spice. What a fabulous name. Robert Winter Spice. Wow. Love, yes, Robert Winter Spice. Love your name. Just popping you down. Winter Spice, and he's watching on my page, Michelle R. Price, a Lightworker. If you do like my page, you're able to watch from my page as well. Love, Robert. All right, let's do the love cards for Robert as well. Winter Spice. Angela Simone, grandmother Angela. Sorry, grandmother Angela in a coma. So we just wanted to find out about Angela who's in a coma, whether she's with grandmother, I think, if I'm reading correctly. So Angela, let me bring in grandmother and I'll go from that point and I'll ask about the lady in the coma as well. Now, that's interesting. I'm just asking my main guide to bring your people through so I can communicate with them. And what it does feel like, it feels like grandmother is very busy. Feels like very busy. So running around, that will sometimes be an indication of them, you know, when they were living. But it feels like very busy, lots to do, lots to do. I feel very busy. Now I'm being shown like a, it looks like a wheelie walker to me, so pushing in front of with wheels. It does feel like a wheelie walker, so like an aid, assistance with walking as well. I was actually looking to see if it was one of those little trolleys, you know, with the trolleys you put your shopping in and stuff like that. It's got wheels, but it feels like pushing for me. Now, I'm just going to ask about the lady in the coma and see if they're connected here as well. Now, what I want to say, goosebumps, is I got a yes, I got a confirmation. So whether they're visiting, coming back, sometimes that happens with dementia. But what I do want to reference is making me want to cough, actually. There's a lot going on in my sort of lungs, respiratory system. This is with the person in the coma, I believe, because I'm sort of more connecting to them and seeing if they're here. But there's a reference to respiratory, and I feel like I want to cough, and it feels like around my lungs. Head is also quite sore, so reference to head. Now, I do feel like paying visits. So it feels like coming, going, but it's like paying visits. So into the spirit world, coming back. It feels like back and forth out of my body. And there's a lot of references around here, all around my ribs, lungs, yeah. Now, I'm being told won't be long now. So it won't be long now to recovery or to we're here. Not sure. Let me just see. Let's see what these cards are too. These cards are butterflies, but they're for life changes. There is reference to friends in heaven. So it's usually, I haven't had that before, but it does feel like loved ones in heaven, a connection in heaven, but it's friends in heaven. So whether the lady who's in the coma had, you know, friends who'd passed over, something like that, but friends in heaven is a reference. Okay, what have we got here? Adult children is number one. So relationship, children. So it can be spirit, adult children here, referencing that. That's passed into now. Join in is get back out there. So socializing, joining in is getting back out there, socializing, and new career, which is upside down. So an indication of that. Now, I do have to say that these are probably for you, Angela, although we are talking about different, you know, people at the moment. So adult children join in career, and also new exercise programs. So a bit of a fitness thing on the go. Could be about diet as well. Sometimes it is. But let me just see if there's anything specifically for you out of these, and I'm going to move on to Miranda. We're just doing mediumship if you're just tuning in at the moment. Angela, I want to say to you, it's funny because she's indicating very busy, but for you, slow down. I want you to slow down. So it feels like doing less for me, and more for yourself. I feel like more for yourself, yeah. You've done a lot for others, yeah, doing a lot for others, worry, stress, that sort of thing coming back to you. Definitely with the lady in the coma, I am feeling around this respiratory system, and there's a head reference. My left ear just went completely deaf. Hang on, she might have something to say. Angela, with grandma, she's referencing clearing away, it feels like clearing away a tombstone or something like that, and there's like a gratitude, that sort of thing. So it could be grandma having done that when she was alive, you know, maybe, you know, for a family member or something like that, but it's clearing away grass or flat, you know, putting flowers there, that sort of thing. Keeping it nice, it feels like keeping it nice. So whether someone's doing that for her, there is a reference to that, and there's some gratitude here for that. So, all right, Miranda, I'm just going to come to Grandma Ruby. Angela, thank you. I hope that made sense. I'm hoping I got the message right. I was trying to figure out what that meant, so hopefully I got that right. Miranda, Grandma Ruby, Wilburn. I'm just going to have a look at Grandma Ruby over here. Now, if you are just tuning in, I'm doing some mediumship, so I'm just kind of jumping through there at the moment. Then I'll do some more general card readings. So if there's anything you need, hi Danielle, on my page, let me know. Where are we, Miranda? Grandma Ruby. So I am, yeah, Jody, yeah. Just saw you pop up. It looks like you definitely need a connection. Jodie, I'll do my best. I do have quite a few people down, but I'll do my best. And it's just general. I'm just putting down general. Karen, hello. Hi, Nicola. Oh, yay. Oh, that's awesome. Nicola, yeah, awesome. Nicola, I'll put you down. Now, I will do my best to get to as many people as I can. Nicola, what was it? Ingles? Hopefully that's it's probably not the right pronunciation. Just general. I'll put down general. Oh, good. Thanks, Angela. I'll put down general and just let me know if there's anything specific that you needed to know. But Miranda, I'm just going to come to you and Grandma Ruby. Thank you everyone for watching. 75 on tonight. I think I had about 80 before, which is great. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I do get to as many people as I possibly can. And I do love what I do. I'm very, very lucky. I was made redundant almost a year ago now. So I've been doing this ever since, full time. And it's very heart space for me. I love everyone so much love and heart space. And I hope you can feel that. Yeah, I hope you can feel that. If you want to connect one-on-one, there is a link in this post and you can click book now and check my availability. Like my page too, because I do static card draws during the week on my group. I've got a private group and also group Facebook live readings, which happens on my main page as well. So we will announce the next date for the next one very soon. So definitely like my page if you haven't already. And click book now if you want to connect one-on-one. I am a healer and reader, so I do mediumship and stuff like that one-on-one and also healings. I do a bit of a combo. Miranda Wilburn, just coming to Grandma Ruby. Let's have a look over here. Grandma Ruby, what I need to know. Yeah. Grandma Ruby, very soft. Yeah, very soft energy. Lovely, yes. I do feel a little stooped as well as she's coming to me, yes. Now there's a reference to the flowers, so I'm picking flowers, flower reference. There's something about that. Picking flowers, having flowers in my room, something about the flowers. I feel like I'm grateful and I just want to say that, but there's something about the flowers. It feels like in my room, fresh goosebumps, fresh flowers, something like that. It feels like someone either putting them in the room or looking at the flowers. It reminds me of Grandma, something like that, but it's something about the flowers. Now, okay, there's a reference to like driving and it feels like foot on the brake or foot on the brake, something like that. So whether someone's like a bit of a hoon, but it feels like put your foot on the brake, it feels like slow down, something like that for me. So it could be a bit of a warning, just have a think about how that may fit around, you know, whether it's your kids or something like that. But foot on the brake is what I want to say and it does feel like a driving reference for me. So just lost about 20 cars. Pick those in the car. Actually, that one did flip out face up, and that's Heavenly Signs from Spirit. So I'm just going to grab that one. I'll hang on to that one. Grandma Ruby, what else do we need to know? Grandma Ruby's quite wise, is what I want to say. I feel like a lot of stories, a lot of information to share, a lot of knowledge. And I feel like with the little ones, yeah, we've got to pass on the knowledge, the stories to the little ones. We don't want to lose that, and I feel like that's something important to mention as well. I've got to pass on the wisdom. Yeah, I'm big on that. All right, just going to draw a couple more cards. Now, what I also want to say, Grandma Ruby is referencing is like an anchor. There's like an anchor in the family. So the anchor is kind of the rock, yeah? So the person who kind of brings everyone together, the anchor, very strong reference. So have a think about who that is, what that could relate to. Now we had Heavenly Signs, parental care, generally around parents getting a bit tired, you know, ill, that sort of thing, having to look after them. That's in the present, so right now. And moving forward, it's windfall. So a bit of cash, often our loved ones, once they've passed over, can help out with this. So a bit of cash, I just can't get that to focus, but cash, windfall. And bottom of the deck is grief work. So we can hold on to all forms of grief. It doesn't, oh, look at that, finances. Hooray, finances is there as well. So there's a lot of references to money, finances, Miranda, something coming in. It does feel new. A couple of references to that. Grief work is there as well. Let me just look at parental care. There is the windfall. Yep, anything about the parental care. Miranda, what it feels like is kind of losing a bit of independence. Now, there could be something about the driving with mum or dad. That might be what the brake reference was. Foot on the brake, foot on the brake. It feels like something like that. So just have a think about that with parents. You know, do we need to assess that or look at that? Or if they've been asked to stop driving, there's a reference to that. And then windfall. Let me have a look at that quickly. It's like count your lucky stars, count your lucky stars. So it feels giving gratitude. It feels like it's coming and then I just have to be grateful for it. So it could be a commission, it could be something unexpected, but it's like count your lucky stars, count your lucky stars. So it does feel divine for me, bringing it in, a bit of financial help, assistance, but count your lucky stars is what she's saying. Isn't that fabulous? Love it. Grandma Ruby, beautiful, beautiful energy. Processing grief as much as we can, Miranda, whatever that is relating to in your body, that is really important to do. And that can be in the form of shaking, like when we go into shock. Mattel, Ryan, deceased husband, and we're looking at health for you, my friend. So Mattel, I'm just going to come over here. Now this is going to be a different reference for me because we are looking at a male energy, whereas we've done a couple of female energies, so it'll be a slightly different reference for me. Hello, everyone who's watching. Hello. I do have my eyes shut a little bit, Miranda. Good. A couple of teens who are driving. Right. We need the foot on the brake, love. Just keep an eye on that because it may be a bit of a hooning reference. So that's good. When I saw the parents come up, I'm like, oh, could be parents. But yeah, a couple of teens watching those guys with the brake. Mattel Ryan, deceased husband, health. Let's have a look at this. Mattel, what I want to say to you first of all is the veil is quite thin. So I feel like with you, it's almost an ability to communicate yourself. And I do say this sometimes during my readings, not all the time, but sometimes. The veil is nice and thin. So I feel like you have a bit of an ability, whether that's connecting through dreams, you know, that sort of thing. But I do feel like an ability. The veil is thin, I'm being told here, between you and husband. And I'm just going to ask around health as well. Now, what I do want to say, Mattel, is hips. Hips are control. We can't control everything, yeah, that's come before, and I feel like there's a bit of that rigidity in your body. So it comes up as hips for me, which is control. So just really, you know, whether you're doing cross-legged position, trying to do pigeon pose, yoga, that sort of thing, but I feel like I want to really stretch those hips out because that's control for me. We can't live on what ifs, yeah, I'm being told. We can't always control and change what's come, but we can't ever control or change what's come before, yeah. Now, Mattel, there's a reference to a candle, so it does feel almost like feels like the funeral or something to me, or the passing, but it feels like a reference to the candle because I can see the what is it called, the sheet, the funeral notice, the little booklet you get when you go to someone's passing. It feels like that, and there feels like there's a candle reference there in particular. There's a reference to as well, take it down, take it down. It feels like pictures or something changing. So whether that's like you and your deceased husband, like pictures, but there's reference to take it down, whether someone's taken a picture down or removed a picture or something like that. But there's a reference to that. It feels like pictures. There's still a bit of grief in your body as well because I'm doing a little bit of shaking at the moment. So it does feel a bit of grief still sitting in there. It would take a long time, you know, many, many years to process grief. But I just want to let you know that as well. It just feels very close for me with him and you. It feels very close. So it just feels like I can almost hear. Yeah. Notice if you goosebumps. He's giving me yes for that. Self-care is there, hun. So taking care of yourself first. Yeah. That's sleep, eat, you know, what you need to eat, get lots of nutrients. I feel like that's really important. But I do feel like if you notice ears ringing, going deaf, that's your deceased husband trying to communicate. So please notice that because it's him trying to, you know, sometimes we think it's other things, but notice ears ringing or going deaf because I feel like trying to communicate this way. I feel like very close. Yeah. You don't always need me. You don't always need me. A lot of you can do it yourself. So let's just draw these ones. I just want to see. What a beautiful connection you two have though. Really, really lovely. Well, there's a grief work card. Good confirmation. It's there. So we're still a little bit sitting in your energy, healing from the past. That makes sense. Goes in line with grief work. And gracefully aging, which comes into that. So we want you to be here for a long time is the message from your husband. We want you to be here for a long time, looking after yourself, acknowledging when I need to rest, when I need to feed myself, eating well, yeah, getting the nutrients you need. Really important. We don't want you going anywhere. You need to be here for a while. Michelle, I hope that makes sense for you, hon. And it was health related. I forgot about that, but it was all health related. So that's good. I hope that made sense. And What a fabulous man. Shawnee, thank you, Mattel. Shawnee, just going to come to you. So you lost your Nana 7 years ago. And then I'm moving on to some general cards as well. So thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. Lots of people watching tonight. Minnesota, oh my God, that's fantastic. Kathy, yay. Look, Kathy, I'll put your name down, but if I don't get to you, I have been on for almost an hour. So if you tune in about this time, an hour earlier than this time next week, then I'll be able to definitely come to you if I don't get to you tonight. But I love reading for people in the US. I've got a lot of clients over there, Latvia, all around the world. So yeah, I would love to read for you. I'll do my best. Shawnee, 7 years ago we lost Nana. Just going to come over here and I'll just finish off the mediumship and then I'll jump in and have a look at what you're writing. So keep writing, but at the moment I can't see. I'm just going to come over here. Shawnee, what I want to say first, and I do animal communications as well, it does feel a reference to like a little dog, like a little dash hound, something small, something short. Foxies and things like that look a bit similar for me, but it does feel like a reference to that, short and dog. And I do animal communications, as I said. So if they come in, then I can reference that. I can talk to them. Yes, just wanted to reference the dog. Now, there is also a reference to being quite cool, and this is before I passed. So feeling the cold quite significantly, that can be, you know, my life force is quite low, you know, feeling the cold more because of circulation, poor circulation. I'm not feeling a reference physically to circulation, but I just feel cool. I feel the cool, yeah. I feel like there's like a knee rug or something like that going on. It feels like something to keep my legs warm, knee rug. I feel a bit unwell in solar plexus too. So quite unwell through solar plexus, gut, stomach, digestive system through there too. I had a good life is what I want to say. I had a good life, yeah. So I feel quite satisfied in that respect. Oh, a couple of cards flew out, but they were face down. I had a good life, yes. This is paradise. Wow, I don't say that very often. This is paradise where I am here. Paradise, beautiful, yes. Now there's a keep the light burning or keep the torch burning reference. It's similar to the candle, but keep the light burning, keep the torch burning. It feels like keep faith. It feels like keep faith for me. Don't lose hope. Keep faith. Yeah. Just going to draw some cards for you, huh? I also feel don't hesitate. I feel to say don't hesitate, just do it. It feels like, you know, go ahead. If there's something sort of on the cusp of doing, it feels like just go ahead, go ahead. It feels like an action. I feel like an action, not thinking so much about it. Windfall, bottom of the deck, so a bit more assistance with finances. Our spirit friends, family have been very generous tonight, haven't they? So windfall is there. Exercise as well. So another one, staying fit and healthy, strong. That's passed into now. So an indication we've already started that. Retirement and windfall, look at that. We could be retiring early, which will be nice. Retirement and windfall there. That's in the present too. Spiritual growth moving forward, which means getting more in touch with what happens on the other side, you know, asking the big questions, that sort of thing, universal. So spiritual growth. That can be going through some difficult times as well. So not, you know, being negative or dire or pessimistic, but sometimes the spiritual growth comes with, you know, some tough things going on, you know, challenges. Like we're learning the most when we're going through that sort of thing. So that's coming. So a bit more maybe challenges, but it means we're leveling up. So I feel like that's a good reference for you. Shawnee, hopefully that made sense. Thank you so much for asking me to connect to you. Windfall, keep an eye out for that as well. Now, what have we got coming up? Megan Shortest, health. So we're going to grab crystal cards for you. Now, who else have we got? We've got Minnesota. Yes, I'm just going to scroll back down to the bottom. Oh, Kimmy. Kim, yay. Oh, Zozo, hello, love. Hello. Zoe had a reading with me today. Oh, that was such a pleasure. Your daughters. Beautiful, beautiful girls. Okay. Goosebumps. I've still got goosebumps. As soon as I saw your name, Zoe. Oh, wow. Talia. Amazing. Amazing. Megan Shortest. We're looking at health for Megan. So just going to feel into your energy, Megan. And if you are just logging on, oh, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, he's a great man. Okay, Mattel. Sorry, I was just reading Mattel's feedback. Okay, Oh gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, I'm good. I'm glad that that made sense, but I'm so sorry to hear about your sister as well, love. That's not easy. You're going through a lot. One of those grief cards are coming out tonight. That makes a lot of sense. Megan, health. Let me just come into Megan's energy now, and thank you so much for that beautiful feedback, Mattel. Megan, I feel like we need to have a bit more downtime. I've got a reference to my heart at the moment, and I feel like I need to calm my energy, whether that's like nervous system, something like that. But I feel like I need to calm my energy a little bit. I feel like I'm like wired, a bit wired. Now watch for stimulants. So like your caffeine, your onions, nightshades, all that sort of stuff. Just watch stimulants because I feel like I'm a bit wired. Tea, you know, has a bit of caffeine as well, coffee. But just watch that, you know, the diet drinks, soft drink, you know, sugary stuff, all of that. Anything that's a stimulant, I feel like I just want to be cautious around at the moment. That makes my mouth water a little bit too, especially when I said sugar. So just watch sugar intake, whether you're adding sugar, having sugary foods. That does feel like it might be something coming up. So just watch that for me as well. Now, oh, okay, that was a weird reference. I don't know if you got a loved one over here or something, but usually it doesn't come through like this for me. But something about a Long Island iced tea. Long Island iced tea, which is very alcoholic, but I just wanted to say that. So it could be the alcohol reference, but that's a specific reference. I just mentioned tea with the caffeine, but Long Island iced tea, which is very alcoholic. So maybe something about the alcohol intake or something like that we need to watch, or you've given it up. Either way, we need to look at that, which is alcohol. They're very, very strong, those things. I do feel quite open-minded with you as well, which is good. Not closed-minded, which is good. Let me just draw some cards. I'm going to get some indication of what's going on here. Just consider the alcohol, the coffee, caffeine. They're bringing up a lot of that for you that may not be useful or may not be helpful. Okay. Now, there was a reference then just to... whether it's like viral or something in the body, parasitic, something like that. There may be something like that going on. Just have a look around. Gut, you may have to get some tests done. I don't know what, you know, what you've been tested for or anything like that. But it does feel like something around gut, and that's why I think they give me all of these references about sugar. Sugar causes inflammation in the body, so that's what we need to be careful of in particular, but the stimulants as well. Manifestation. Past into now, so that's bringing in what we want to bring in, manifesting, creating, writing it down, being very clear with spirit. Thank you in advance. Let it go. New beginnings is in the present. So there's something different. Coccoxanite, I actually have some over here. It grows in amethyst. It's not the prettiest piece in the world, but that's coccoxanite. So it's amethyst, and that is connecting into third eye. That's a handy one to have with this, a manifestation. So bringing it in, it's good to have the vision, you know, clear sight, and then bring it in. This one's upside down, so compassion. That's another heart space card for me. So love for self first, compassion, but also be able to put yourself in other people's shoes too. Compassion, and bottom of the deck is source. Now that is a big lesson. So this for me, when I get this for someone, it is big life lessons, a lot of emotional challenges, big hurdles to overcome, that sort of thing. And it does it in heart space for me as I feel that card and feel into your energy. So a lot of emotional upheaval from time to time. So that's what the source card is. It can be very, very challenging. So hopefully that makes sense, Megan, with you. And let me know, because that's very interesting. Some of those references was fascinating, the way that that came up. Okay. Sarah Louise, sacred geometry, yes, I'm very excited. Now, this is the first time I've used these cards. If you're just tuning in, these are the first time I'm using these cards on the show. So I normally don't use these. I use these one-on-one, but they are ascended masters often. They do tend to be connected to Metatron because he's all in charge of sacred geometry. Megan, yes, another Megan. I've got a couple of people with the same spelling of their first name. Megan, I'll put you down on Megan West. I'm going to put you down on my list, but I do have quite a long list. So if I don't get to you, tune in next week about an hour earlier. And the earlier you get on, the better for me, because I can definitely try and get to you. So I may not get to you, but what I want to show you is these. These are my romance angels. One of my clients, Melanie Hall, who's an amazing lady, sent these to me during Virtue. So I've been using those for relationship reads, love reads, and I do a lot of those one-on-one. So if you want to connect and I don't get to you, The link is in the post, and click book now, and you can check my availability. At the moment, I'm just doing these sacred geometry cards. No problem, my love, no problem. Sacred geometry for Sarah Louise. Oh, Sarah Louise, I've got a lot of energy resonating on me at the moment. If we have time, Spirit Guide would be great. Spirit Guide, whoa, wants to drop in. More than happy. But that's generally what I'm using these cards for, is Spirit Guides. So that'd be wonderful live if one of your guides dropped in. Let me just see what's going on here, Sarah Louise. Sarah, you've headed down that path a little bit, hey? You've trotted down that path a little bit since I read for you the last time. That was a while ago, and you've been making some progress, huh? You've been making some progress. I'm losing cards everywhere. Beaten and downtrodden. It does feel like challenging. It does feel like it hasn't been super easy, time to time. Beaten and downtrodden, but I do feel like I've headed down that path a bit, which is good further from when I spoke to you last. Count your blessings, give gratitude, more comes in. So give gratitude is important at the moment, appreciation, more comes in. This is around life purpose for you, hon, so you know what I'm on talking about. Sarah, what I want to say, this is around feminine, pearls, that sort of thing. So I feel like really expressing that feminine energy. I like to pop my nice earrings on, put my nice frock on, that sort of thing for this. But it's like feminine energy, pearls, and that sort of thing. I guess, moonstone, but I feel pearls in particular, feminine energy. Let me just draw some cards. There has been a lot of divine goddess energy coming through. I've been doing a lot of spirit guide readings. So if you want to do spirit guide readings, more than happy. I do business, career, all of that, love life, relationships. But I also connect to spirit guides and angelic beings. So if you want to do that one-on-one, more than happy with anyone who's watching, not Sarah Louise, but anyone. But I do that one-on-one, and I have a bunch of decks I use to connect to ascended masters and spirit guides, and it can be a lot of fun. So if you feel to do that, look me up, click book now on my page, and you can check my availability. All right, Sarah Louise, what do we need to know? Bottom of the deck is fertility. So that can be babies and all that sort of stuff. It can also be new projects, new ideas, creation in that respect into womb space. Heart, communication. So throat and heart, speaking from the heart. Passion. Look at this. We're doing some creating, my friend. That's passed into now. 3 and 4, 7. That is the ascended masters for me. divine beings, that sort of thing. 3 and 4, 7. Passion, number 1. In the present, that one's upside down. So authority is sort of taking charge. 1, new beginnings. And that can also be independence, standing strong for me. But 1 can be new beginnings as well. So authority is taking charge. It's upside down at the moment. We need to do a little bit more of that. Look at that, communication, I was just mentioning that. Same. So speaking from the heart, and this one is almost communication connected with crown space. So channeling, that's channeling for me. It feels like that. What's that? 1 and 4 is 5, major change, big change. So channeling, bringing in messages, communication in that way. That's definitely what I'm drawn to color-wise with you. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Now, if you want to connect one-on-one and do spirit guide communications, more than happy, guys, if you're watching this, and you can click on the link and click book now if you feel to do that. Denise Noblet, sacred geometry for you as well. So just going to do sacred geometry for Denise, and then I've got a couple of other people. We'll get to as many as we can. I do need to finish up shortly, but I'll get to as many people as I can. Denise, just going to connect with yourself as well. Denise, optimism is better with you. I am happy. Yes. Still a bit of question marks, still a few unanswered questions, but better. Let me just see what I need to know about Denise. Your room's great. Love that little room you set up. Good energy, good vibes. We spoke about that in a previous reading. But good energy in there, love. You've done a good job in there. Passion, look at that. Another one, 3 and 4, 7. So ascended masters, guides, angels, all of that. So the other beings, divine, up here. But passion, same order for the last lady. I'm just going to knock. Make sure we're definitely doing Denise as opposed to Sarah. All right, Denise, what else do I need to know about Denise? I'm just going to draw here for you, Denise, what I want to say as well is it feels like protecting my energy. What they're showing me is a fence around you. I feel like I need to protect my energy more. So if bubbling, shielding, all of that sort of stuff, I think I've spoken to you about that before, but it's like build a fence around. So it feels like having to protect your energy, and maybe that of your sons, but protection of your energy is important at the moment. I do feel a little pessimistic still, that sort of question mark of sort of why, why does this happen, that sort of thing. So I do want to look at that with you, because moving forward, we want to make sure that we are as optimistic as possible. Now, holy white man, there is some Ascended Masters stuff going on with you. That's another 7, crown chakra, yeah, high self. Jump in that little room of yours. It feels great. I want to get in there, do my thing in that room. Compassion. So 1 and 5 or 6, that's the pessimism. So there is a little bit of pessimism there. These are similar cards to Sarah Louise, but pessimism. We want to be a bit more optimistic and kind to yourself, building yourself up, compassion, well done, Denise, saying it to yourself, you're doing a good job, all of that. We have everything we need. We have all the tools we need, and then our children learn from that because we're doing by example, leading by example. Solar plexus is the action. So these two together, really happy with that. Passion, fire, motivation. You got it, because this is the action card. Solar plexus is the doing, yeah? That's a 3, great strength. Holy Trinity, triangles, pyramids, all of that, great strength. So you've been through a lot, and now it's time to do life's purpose for you, Denise. So message me as well if you want to get any more info about that. Beverly French around home. Now, thank you, ladies, for letting me do those sacred geometry cards. They're super fun. Beverly French, I'm going to look for the home card for you. Danielle Marsh, hello. Nicole Mary, Tammy Helen Scott, Gillian, Danielle. So, ladies, I'm finishing up shortly, but I start an hour ago from now. So if you do want to get on, make sure you get on nice and early. Oh, Cassie, that's great. Love. Get on nice and early. The earlier you get on, the better, and I'm more likely to do a reading for you. Beverly French is coming to home. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I've got still really good numbers on here, so that's great. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate that. If you want to connect one-on-one, there's a link in the post, and you can click book now and check my availability. Reading healing is a great one. So you do an hour and a half, reading, healing, and it's really, really nourishing. Yeah, I'm a pranic energy healer and a Reiki master, so I teach Reiki as well on the Sunshine Coast. Also do mentorship, so mentoring groups are starting now, and teaching Reiki as well. So Beverly French, home, just let me look around home for you. I'll just see what comes out here and get a bit of confirmation. Beverly, I feel like decisions and feels like looking, a lot of looking. I know things are getting snapped up in a lot of areas. I don't know what it's like where you are, but rentals are kind of hard to come by. So it does feel like, looking, which is difficult at the moment because there's a lot of people trying to move into different states and things like that. So definitely looking at a lot of things. Let's see what these cards show me though. I almost feel like I want to take a break from it all, to be honest. Beverly, give yourself a break sometimes. I feel like I just want to step away from it. I feel like my eyes are getting tired and it's quite exhausting. So I feel like sometimes just, stepping away. Future cards are an interesting one. Let me just go back through. Nothing was sort of jumping out at me. So I just want to go back and have another look. I feel like I don't want to get too ingrained in it, if that makes sense, like too close to it. Sometimes we get too close and then we can't see. Now, sensitivities on the bottom of the deck, that's White Tara. We had her before. Well, that's good. The house card isn't here, however. It's go outside, so that's having a break, being present. So definitely confirmation of what I was saying. You've been indoors for too long. We're getting too close to this. Go outdoors, have a break. It's all good. It'll still be there when you get back. Mary Magdalene. Now, we have Mary Magdalene and we have that. Mother Mary. So that's both of the Marys, okay? So you've got a lot of support around you at the moment. These guys look after the kids as well. So we're unconditional love and expect a miracle. It feels like a change in family, relationships and stuff like that. So it's not so much the house one for me, but I do feel like that's a relationship or reference to that. I was saying to go outside, take a break, that sort of thing from looking. But this is around family. These guys look after our kids. So unconditional love, no judgment, and expecting a miracle. So it feels like a bit of a turnaround for me. And I feel like that's really optimistic around relationships with kids, family. White Tara sensitivity, easily triggered, stuff like that. Just being aware of that, taking yourself out of harsh situations where you're likely to be triggered. The home card isn't there at the moment, but it feels like you're definitely looking a lot. Maybe just take a little break from that. It hasn't come up as maybe the right time because the card hasn't sort of come out. Samantha, Lantha, was it Lanthea, something like that? I can't read my own writing, Samantha, apologies for that. I'm going to do general. I'm going to do psychic reading. I haven't used those ones tonight. I think it was Lanthea. Samantha Lanthea, hopefully you are still watching. If you have any feedback for me, guys, I always like to know if I'm on track. Oh, Denise, that is fantastic. Yay. Denise just gave me some feedback. She's doing a yoga teacher training course this week. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I love that. That's very, very good. Love that, Denise. You are on track, love. You are definitely moving ahead. Definitely moving forward. Samantha Lanthea, first timer. Let me just do some cards for Samantha, and then we'll have to jump off soon. And we wanted to get to Robert Winterspice too, so I'll do my best to do these two. Samantha Lanthea, first time. I'm just going to do these ones for Samantha. These are psychic reading cards for the Phoenix. Bursting to flames, rising from the ashes, and who doesn't want to do that? It's good. Samantha, just going to Samantha. Now, bottom of the deck is hands. So usually that is sort of a healing reference for me. It can also be creative. It can also be a builder. But hands. So I'll see what that is for you. Angel is in the present. So that's connection to knowing that my angels are around at the moment. So needing them to support me. Can be a reference to those guys coming in for that reason. Moving forward, we've got a celebration, something to look forward to. Bottom of the deck is three monkeys. Now, three monkeys is hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. So it can be turning a blind eye to something, that sort of thing. So I'll just see what that overall message is for you. Then I want to look at Robert and the romance. Hands, angel, celebration, yeah. Now, this does feel like creation for me. I'm not saying healer, but it does feel like creating something. It feels like creating something, building something. It could be a side hustle, business, my own business, something like that, but creating something. Angel is supporting us through this. So it feels like, let me look. This is actually feeling, well, it could be health or healing related because it does feel like Raphael, who's the green. So the green is coming in for me. So it does feel like that energy. So healing around this, and it feels like creating something. So that's a color. Now moving forward, it feels like it's all happening. So let me just see what that is. Now this does feel like a visual thing for me, where there's like a vision board or like some sort of visual thing. It feels like visual related. Either we've created this through vision board or, you know, there's something about photo boards, something like that. But looking, I feel very observant in your body. So it's like third eye, you know, seeing, it feels like seeing pictures, you know, vision boards, photo board, something like that. But I feel like I'm seeing. So looking through third eye, very visual. Three monkeys. Now it's interesting because that's see no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, hear no evil. I don't know if I said that one. So sometimes turning a blind eye, but you're very visual, very visual. And that's what this is. It's creating a celebration. It's all happening. But at the same time, there are things I turn a blind eye to. So just watch that. For me, that is something just to look out for. Robert Winterspice. Let me just do romance cards for Robert Winterspice. And if you do want to connect, there's a link in this post. You can click book now if you'd like to connect one-on-one. I'm a medium, healer, so I do a reading healing combo. So I'm more than happy to connect with you one-on-one if you feel like doing that this week or not. Oh, Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. Rebecca Tomlin, I've actually messaged you. So if you can check Messenger, I did just send you a message, hon, yesterday. That's good timing. I just saw your name pop up. Hello, my darling. Rebecca's beautiful, beautiful girl. So yeah, check your messages if you want. I've just messaged you from my business page. Okay, Robert Winterspice, romance and love. Romance and love, Robert. Hopefully Robert's still on. Now, if you did miss your reading and you're only hearing me now, you can click in when I finish and you can play back the video and you can actually watch if you've missed anything. So Robert, just want to draw some cards for you quickly just before I duck off because I know I'll get into trouble because I'm going over time. Robert. Let me just have a look at Robert. I'll just show you the cards. I won't do too much interpretation. Okay, so bottom of the deck, number one is honeymoon. That's passed into now. So that's usually someone who's, engagement, moving to the next level. Okay, so we've got honeymoon, then we've got moving to the next level. What's going on here? Make the effort, and that is really taking the time, you know, spending time with your love, making the effort, if we haven't done it in the past, you know, doing that now. And chemistry is on the bottom of the deck. So there is a bit of a connection here. So if this is a new person in your life, there is a connection here. So that's exciting, Robert. I'm sorry I didn't have a lot of time to sort of look at that, but I do need to jump off because I'm going to get into trouble. So I will see you guys next week. And if you want to connect with me during the week, I'd love that. And I stay online and answer questions as well. So if you have any questions for me, connect and I'll be waiting on the other side. I'll chat to you guys soon. Bye.